women's forums are recommended. I think I can say confidently, ladies, join the women's forum at Bond, rebuildingtheman.com/events. Women's forums are third Thursday of the month, 7 p.m. at Bond in Los Angeles. Men's forums, first Thursday of the month. I always say they're a highlight. Sweet. Rebuildingtheman.com/events. And we're going to have a fun, hopefully, loosey-goosey, the Hake report, everybody. It is 9:01 here in Los Angeles. And it's Thursday, the 20th of November. Lord, what did I just do? What a mess. AD, I know what I did. Now I do this. AD 2025, right? And the views expressed on Hake, I don't represent myself, okay? It doesn't and I definitely don't represent Bond nor JLP, and the things that I say and do and the attitudes and all that, just cut me some slack, will you? And also, you don't know what I mean. And plus, I could be wrong. And same thing with the callers and clips and information presented here and super chats. Like, it's ridiculous. So don't even. You guys are so ridiculous sometimes. It's just true. It's just a fact. All right. Is this where I left off? Did I leave off on this one? Make sure that you, if you like, you can call in 1-888-775-3773. You can super chat, buymeacoffee.com/the Hake report. And there's also ways to support over on YouTube if I'm live, right? Or if I have the live set up, as well as Rumble. By the way, let me read this super chat. I think I can do it. From, I had missed this one. Let's see, is it this one? Yes. Porkchop gave me this. Tony was right yesterday, meaning like 2 days ago. The president was with some boys. Oh, Lord. Let me just turn this part off. A big boy named Larry Sinclair and others whom Joan Rivers knew about. Just keep it 100, my brother, Hake. The truth shall set you free. Porkchop. And of course, he's not talking about Trump because our Toby from California made claims about Trump being with boys. What are you talking about? It's insane. Ridiculous. I don't even believe this stuff about Obama, necessarily. Nor do I guess I don't believe it nor disbelieve it. But I may even be more on the side of disbelief, but really it's just a nothing to me. So I respectfully somewhat disagree with you, Popcorn, but you're funny. The liberals are always accusing others of being what they are. Perverted. Hateful. Destroying democracy. Other dumb stuff like that, right? So thank you, sir. It's ma'am. I'm kidding around. Popcorn. Why do I keep on calling him popcorn? What's it? Porkchop. Porkchop, popcorn, whatever. Thank you for the Rumble rant there. Rumble rant. Porkchop Express. Very cool. So, anyway, everybody, let's just get right on with the show.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake report. The Hake report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake report. The Hake report. La la la.
Hey,
Oh, it's the Hake report.
So, how you guys doing? I'm fine. I have my Don't Tread on Me t-shirt on, but it's not actually a Don't Tread on Me. My Gadsden flag t-shirt on, but it's a cobra. It's a hooded snake cobra thing. And here, let me, look at that. I don't like how it's dropping frames. There, now it's smooth again. That's the, that's, like I said before, that's the only drawback to playing YouTube videos for my streams there. Well, that's pretty, though. We're at the beach. I don't know if you guys can hear the faint waves crashing, faint sound of waves crashing in the background, audio podcast listeners, but viewers, we're looking at the beach. At the shore, that is, where the waves coming in. And the nice clouds and the obvious globe so clearly. So crisp, so horizontal. The horizon would not be horizontal. Look at those birds. The chicks are neat. Those are not chicks, because they're not baby chickens. But sweet, so sweet. All right, so I had some news for you. Did you hear about this gal who, I have these callers talking about, well, how come you always talk about these robberies? Meanwhile, the white collar crime, people are stealing millions and billions and trillions and quadrillions and quintillions and sextillions and septillions and octillions and novembrions and decadillions and zillions. So, you know who's doing those more per capita? I bet you, per research from our late great resident historian, these blacks. The black gal got indicted. Now, she may be innocent. I believe in innocent unless proven guilty. All right? We disclaim, we disavow. Support Bond. Get your Bond mug. Rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. But it does seem to me that per capita, these black politicians get caught up in corruption charges and theft charges more frequently than any other race or ethnicity of politician, including even George the Great Santos, who's just like the rest, but funny and supports Trump and not morally straight. And he's Jewish, but is he really not Jewish? And was his mother in the Twin Towers during 9/11, or was she not? Or something. Something. I don't know. He supposedly lied a lot. But this gal, I was reading about it in the news, and I got this headline and all kinds of stuff. Let me see if I can pull up this. How do I go up? Alt up. Nice. Alt down? No, just return. Okay, so this person Did I not update? Did I not drag him in? Maybe I didn't. Okay, well anyway, I thought that I had. That's strange. Anyway, this person oh my gosh. I have to show you this picture that I came across. News, paste. It already exists. Oh. Okay. Stop. Maybe it is here. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Pardon me. If I mosey on over to show you guys this condemn. We do not condemn her. Representative Sheila. The picture is so funny to me because she's just as black of a gal as you can get in terms of her style. You know, although she does have sort of straight hair, but is it straightened hair or what? I don't know. Or is it a wig? I don't know. Or a weave. But she has these thick eyelashes, and shout out to these gals with these thick eyelashes. You know who else has thick natural eyelashes? I don't know if hers are. I kind of doubt it. But J.D. Vance, thick old eyelashes. That's why he looks like he has eyeshadow, but he doesn't. He was born with double eyelashes, doubled up eyelashes. Okay? He has all kinds of problems because he's Appalachian. I don't know if that's why. I'm kidding around. Representative Sheila Chefilus-McCormick of Florida. Breaking news from far-left extremist off-the-deep-end liberal Yahoo News. Indicted, which is really pronounced indicted, on charges of stealing $5 million in disaster funds. And she might have used it for her 2021 campaign. I'd never heard of her before, but I had heard of a Sheila before. And she's a mildly attractive old lady. I mean, middle-aged lady, or maybe even a young lady. Not sure, because when you're in the sun, you kind of furrow your eyebrows and you look. Although I do see these lines in the neck, and sometimes that indicates an older lady or guy. But maybe she's just kind of straining and not really relaxed. But she is speaking out. Representative Sheila Chefilus-McCormick of Florida. Caught. And I have this on Commie Nonsense Network. Let me, by the way, open up this browser of Hake live on YouTube. See, fan funding. See, there's a Rex. Thank you, sir. Sweet. I'll read that later. But I want to mosey down and read the news from about this gal. Now, of course, like I said, innocent unless proven guilty. But I happen to know that people don't just willy-nilly go after these black gals the way that they willy-nilly went after Trump. So if a black woman is indicted, or if a liberal is indicted, it's not necessarily just corrupt targeting. That's more of a liberal thing, is to target corruptly the decent people, the conservative people, the people who are pro-America rather than anti-America. Democrat Rep. Sheila Chefilus-McCormick, according to Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, has been indicted in charges accusing her of stealing $5 million in federal disaster funds, using some of the money to aid her 2021 campaign. So said the Justice Department. Now, I have never liked the Justice Department because I became aware of the so-called Justice Department when Obama was in there. And you know, when blacks talk about justice, or liberals, they're not talking about actual justice. They're talking about fake things like social justice or civil rights or phony things like that. Prosecutors say the Florida Democrat misappropriated FEMA overpayments. Whoa, FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Association or Administration, overpaid? Misappropriated that her family's health care company received. So her family owned a health care company. Wow, enterprising black lady. For a China virus, COVID-19 vaccination staffing contract. Okay, so they had a vaccination staffing contract. FEMA gave them a bunch of money to vax you up and get you some staff to vax you up. Manpower, huh? Using disaster relief funds for self-enrichment is a particularly selfish, cynical crime. So said that woman who's so-called Attorney General, Pam Bondi, also from Florida. She's white. In a statement, Chefilus-McCormick's attorneys said the lawmaker is a committed public servant. These phony people, these Democrats talk about being a public servant. Remember yesterday, I showed you these Democrats talking about public servant. Let me finish the statement before I go in and talk about the public servant thing. And they will fight to clear her good name. I mean, she's a Democrat. You don't have a good name if you're a Democrat, right? Name one Democrat who has a good name, who's alive anyway. I don't even know if there is any. Eric Adams? He's black, and he was accused of stuff too, but I don't know if that was selective or real or what. Retaliation for agreeing with Trump about the immigration problem. Associated Press shared this thing. There she is. Look at her. Mildly attractive gal. Cute. Look, she has green on, my favorite color. And it kind of complements her hair. Is that her natural color hair? Second time I've seen. Cute, cool glasses. Great style. But you shouldn't be willy-nilly and silly with the money, lady. I don't even really agree with the federal. Whoa, no. Hopefully that comes back. The federal FEMA giving money to subsidize China virus vaccination staff. You know, part of the problem with the government getting involved in saving the day and charity and a so-called social safety net. Many people have talked about this. This is like an old school conservative common sense thing. You are robbing grace. Who's grace? You're robbing charity. You are stealing love and giving false love. You are stealing mercy from the hearts of the people because you're giving bums corrupt stuff that they should not get. And you're also helping people who really need it, right? Of course. But it's not your job to be helping people who really need it if you're the government. That's other people to do or not do as they see is right, right? It's the Christian thing. To do or not do as you see is right, as you are led by the Spirit. A cheerful giver, not a phony Mother Teresa, angry, evil person. Not saying Mother Teresa was angry and evil, despite what I may have heard. Not talking about that. I'm talking about you thinking you're Mother Teresa over here with giving stuff, figuring, oh, does that person really need it? Because it's bailing people out, and when you have the government involved in giving and bailing people out, it's corrupt. And so it is sick. We already have a good system where you can make money. If you're somewhat able-bodied or able-minded, if you have some function to your body, you can make money and help yourself. Exceptions to the rule. But what was I talking about with this thing? But people don't buy it anymore. If they see you in the welfare line, they're judging you. And they're probably accurate with their judgment, although they are not right to judge. But they see you as a freeloader, a subsidized and stuff like that. And they're right about you. They're wrong in their hearts, but they're right about you. It's not right. We were talking about, I had mentioned this earlier weeks ago in my show, maybe a week or two ago in my show, and JLP covered it on his show today. There's this woman calling up these churches saying, oh, my baby's starving. He needs formula. Will you give me formula? No, we can't give you formula. Pretending like the churches are bad for not giving formula. Dumb. You don't even know who you are. All kinds of scammers coming in. If you were a regular at that church, maybe they would know and maybe they would help you out. You just call up a church? Pff, please. These homeless bums are scammers, oftentimes, most of the time. Probably most of the time. And it's enablement. It's not right. There are no poor in America. And so it's not right. It's a mess. Social safety net. Terrible. The government playing mama, and mama never does anything right when she's helping in the wrong way, hurting in the wrong way, punishing in the wrong way, misdiagnosing the problem, all in her head. Crazy. And that's what we have. That's the spirit running the country. So what's her name? What's this gal's name? Sheila Chefilus-McCormick. And that's the mindset of the Democrats. And then they're the most hateful people, and then accusing the Republicans of hating. And having no mercy. They have no mercy. Sick stuff, huh? Really sick. Oh, what did I just close? Oh, no. I just closed my thingamajigger. Here, let me open this back up. Terrible. Okay, cool. Sweet. Thank you again, Rex. Rex says on YouTube, hey, James, I think you're right. God has already won. Therefore, we have nothing to worry about. Peace. Praying hands emoji, or thanks hands emoji. Nondescript color, emoji color, right? Not necessarily white, not necessarily black, not necessarily brown. Around here, brown means Hispanic, doesn't mean Indian or Arab, but nice. Thank you, Sir Rex. Super Rex. God already won. Indeed. Facts, Jax. And you know what else? There was another super chat from, okay, nice. Cesar or Cesar yesterday. I didn't get to him. He said, I sent the clip again, but this time from a person I think you respect since I've heard you mention him before. Unfortunately, it's a minute 41 long in case you're still interested. And right on, man, that was a perfect word for this cringe. So I'll have to check that out. Let me see if I can pull that up. Chat. Truth only. Hey. A competitor of mine over here. Let's see if I can do this. And, control tab. No. Whoa. If you go control tab, it'll kind of scroll through your tabs. Learn something new every day. So Aaron Rupar posted this video, and Owen, wow, haven't heard from Owen in forever. Quote unquote, a traitor is an American that serves foreign countries. Says 2026 gonna be wild. Posted by Owen Schroyer, 1776. Here, I'll repost it just so you guys can see this clip.
That's what we did by fighting so hard against the most powerful people in the world, even the President of the United States, in order to make this vote happen today.
Grandstanding about the Epstein thing, right? Phony, huh? Very phony. Okay.
I was called a traitor.
Because you are?
By a man that I fought for 6 years for.
You know who also fought for Jesus himself? Judas Iscariot.
And I gave him my loyalty.
And Judas gave him his loyalty and betrayed him with a kiss. And that's what she's that's what she's doing right now.
For free. I won my first election without his endorsement, beating 8 men in a primary.
A hater of men.
And I've never owed him anything.
Evil woman. You owe him a little respect, woman.
But I fought for him for the policies and for America first.
See, she doesn't see his spirit. She believes in policies and quote unquote America first, which is just an idea. And people manipulate these ideas like crazy. That's what she's doing right now.
And he called me a traitor for
what?
standing with these women and
See? Standing with accusers. A traitor is what you are, woman.
refusing to take my name off the discharge petition. Let me tell you what a traitor is. A traitor is an American that serves foreign countries and themselves. A
You serve yourself, woman.
patriot is an American that serves the United States of America.
This is so self-serving. These women. Jesse told you not to vote for these women. Not even the queen, Marjorie Green. Her hair's turning green. Probably swimming in that chlorine too much.
And Americans like the women standing behind me.
What?
And I want to tell you that this
The women standing behind her are Epstein survivors, maybe, is what she's talking about. She's preaching. You're right about that, Cesar or Cesar. Cringe-inducing. Where is my spittoon? I used to not like the notion of throwing up, and I still don't like it. And I normally want to spit. Two. Marjorie Green. Two. Marjorie Brown. Two. Oh, look what is emerging out of my spittoon. It's this serpent. She's listening to the serpent. She's listening to the snake. Yes, woman, you can be like God, knowing good from evil. So anyway, let's finish our clip. Come on. Oh yeah, I'm pushing the wrong.
This only became possible today because the American people, whom we serve as representatives here in Congress, demanded that this vote happen, and they put more pressure on every single elected politician in this city than has ever been put on them. And today you are going
Over dumb stuff. Put in pressure over stuff that's in their imagination and in their accusations with no evidence, by the way, to my knowledge. I may be wrong. I may be mistaken. I feel like I might have seen Stefan Molyneux claim that there is blackmail, but I'm not sure if he was saying that there's blackmail. You know, and I think that what's his name says, oh, there's blackmail. There's blackmail. We can expose the blackmail. Cernovich, Aaron Rupar is a sleazy person. We can expose the blackmail because you don't want blackmail in the government, right? But that's all imagination, accusation, suspicion, which is all Satan. And gossip and rumors, to my knowledge, right? I stand more with Michael Tracy and that other guy. There's a whole lot of hoax, and you guys are falling for it. A lot of you guys aren't. Probably the majority of you guys are not falling for it. It's just the squeaky wheels. The snakes in the grass and the snake pit. Here.
going to see probably a unanimous vote in the House.
It wasn't unanimous. There was one man of principle and honor.
To release the Epstein files. But the fight, the real fight, will happen after that.
What a self-important, evil woman, huh? A traitor is an American who serves foreign countries. Is she trying to accuse Trump of serving Israel or something? Like a lot of you guys are. You Canadians. Yeah, so normally I don't like to spit. Normally I prefer to spit rather than throw up. But she makes me want to... Sorry, that's classless. I find that stuff classless. I would really ham it up. I really am on the verge of hamming it up, the fake throw up thing, but I don't like it. So I'm not going to do that. I find it vulgar. I find it classless. A sick woman. Okay, so thank you, Cesar. Coffee from Cesar. MTG clip. Marjorie Green. Marjorie Traitor Green. I'll still call her a queen. You know, like Prince Andrew, he will always be a prince in my book. Here, let me find Prince Andrew. Come on. Was it October 27th? Where is it? Prince Andrew. What's going on? What's going on in the kitchen? How come? Oh no, don't do that. I'm searching my Hake stories, Andrew, because I wanted to explain that really. Why wouldn't Andrew be there? Oh, Abdrew. Okay, nice. There's only 4 Andrews. No, not Cuomo. No, not Taylor. What is this? What in the world? How come it's disappearing? No. Here. Prince Andrew no longer prince. Just to prove, yes, Prince Andrew is no longer a prince after King Charles III initiated a formal process to strip him of his royal titles. He is now Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. This decision was made, speaking in those lame-o, ridiculous, passive tense, all vague. Who made this decision? Amid renewed scrutiny of his relationship with convicted escort offender Jeffrey Epstein. Will you always be a Prince Andrew, sir? I think you're more Chad than the so-called king, even though Terry likes the king better than you. And Terry knows more about you than I do. But she may know things that aren't true, you know? People know things that aren't true. And she is sort of maybe like a leftover bit of a liberal. You know, we all got to overcome our liberalism, our liberal communism. No judgment, Terry. None whatsoever. No judgment, Andrew. Yes, judgment. Yes, judgment, ridiculous woman.
That's what we did by fighting so hard.
Look at that purple hair in the background.
The most powerful people in the world, even the President of the United States, in order to make this vote happen today.
Oh, is this too quiet for you guys? I had her quiet, or no?
I was called a traitor by a man that I fought for 6 years for. And
you know, what makes me laugh about this is like, the point is you betrayed him. The point is not all your history. The point is you betrayed him. In the Bible, it talks about a man who obeyed, and then disobeyed. And he was remembered for disobeying. And then there was a man who disobeyed, and then he obeyed. And he was remembered for obeying. And there was this servant who said, I will not. But then he changed his mind and did. Another son said, yes, I will. Sí, señor. Yes, I will. Because a lot of Latinos do this. Yes. And then they don't. Liar. And didn't do it. Or had the intention, maybe really wanted to do it. But intentions don't work. And that's her. Closing her eyes, praising the Lord in front of women. She's team Satan. Terrible, huh? So yes, we are judging her. We're looking down hard. Nah, we shouldn't. Stop. Is that her natural hair color too? How are these gals? I had a cousin whose hair turned bleach in the sun and in the sort of greenish green blonde in the chlorinated water. Is that what's happening, or is she bleached? Is she really brown haired underneath? No judgment either way. I like the look. It's working for you. I was shocked when I saw Laura Loomer go from blonde to like black haired. I was like, what? Ooh. Shout out, Laura. I like her. And I like Marjorie Green too. It's just that they're all the same. They are all the same. Mind blown. And what is it? Windows? Oh, no. Windows, semicolon. Oh, Lord have mercy. Windows, semicolon, pulls up the emoji. Mind blown. Oh, Lord. Am I just typing wrong, or how come stuff disappears? They are all the same. These gals. SMH. Window, button, semicolon. I just doxed the computer as being a PC, right? Not a Mac. I disclaim both. No judgment for or against, right? What's the SMH? SMH. That one. Reply. No, I know what to do. Control, enter. Boom, replied. Speaking of traitors. What a mess. Shout out. People really getting on their high horses, huh? These gals. Thank you very kindly, sir. Oops, don't look at my DMs. Cool. Shout out. Cesar or Cesar. My goodness. Okay, so. I'd like to get to Stephen in Maryland. Stephen, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
I just called to try to explain to you. I tried to explain to Jesse, but he couldn't understand about Utopia. But I see you finally told him.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Now, the reason why I said that, because Jesse said we lived in one. You know, black people lived in Utopia.
Yep.
You know, they had all roses and things on this thing, and we kept it. You know, we got married, we had children out of wedlock, all that. Remember?
Yeah.
But he didn't add the rest of it. We worked on Utopia in down south back in the 40s and the 50s. I was there.
Why do you say it was not Utopia?
Of course, we got lynched.
Lynched?
We got thrown in jail. We had our place. You know what they mean when you see. Because even what's her name? William III said he gonna put Mays in her place. You know when they said, because he know about being put in place, put black people in place. Yeah, we had a place. You know, you couldn't do this, or you better not do that, or you better not do this. Because I give an example of it. Because when Emmett Till went down south, his mother told him how to act down there. That's what you mean. That's what I mean in place. It says yes, sir, no, sir, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so.
But
day,
that was pretty rare, right? Wasn't the Emmett Till situation was pretty rare?
No, it wasn't rare.
Then how come you only know his name?
Well, okay. How about George Spinney?
George
Jr.
Spinney?
Yeah, George Spinney Jr.
All right, so you know two names, and I don't even know.
I got another one.
All right.
Another one. This lady named
You don't have to say the name. You can just.
Lena Baker.
Okay, what happened with George Stinney and Frida
He
Baker?
was accused of killing 2 white girls.
Mm-hmm.
He was 14 years old. He weighed 95 pounds, 4 feet 11, and he killed 2 white girls.
Quite
How's that
possible.
possible?
Young men are much stronger than even a fit woman.
The boy is 95 pounds.
Anyway, yeah. So you don't believe that you believe he's innocent.
He was electrocuted.
Electrocuted?
Yes, sir. He's
All right,
the
so
youngest person being electrocuted.
You got a handful of horror stories for different crimes that happened. Crimes in these horror stories are going on to this day, and most of it is black on white when it's interracial.
What black on white thing happened up here that was like that? When has a white man
murder
been executed?
Set on fire, murder. Here, let me give you an example. I came across this. Speaking of my DMs, don't look at my DMs, guys. But I'm going to show you my DMs. But don't look at them. I found it from. Let's see.
Hey, why are you doing that, Hake?
Yeah.
What? You know.
You asked me. Did you not ask me a question?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you asked me about what did a black do to a white? I don't know if this is a white. Cover your eyes, kids. Lawrence Reed doused a woman in fuel and set her on fire in a Chicago train. As the woman burned, he screamed, "Burn alive, B-word!" He'd been arrested 72 times or maybe 50-something times, in Cook County prosecuted 13 times or something. Those who set him free must be held accountable. Look at that guy, poor guy. Look, he just doesn't look right. But the point is, he's black, who's not right.
He's insane.
Insane, exactly. And weren't the whites insane who did that to the blacks? Because that's insane.
No.
Normal whites weren't going insane.
They had all their marbles. Come on now.
How do you figure they had all the marbles?
One thing. He was executed. And all them people sitting there watching it, and nobody try to stop it.
Because if you try to stop something, they'll get you.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You don't think so?
Nope. Another thing.
In many of the cases, lynchings were for people who were believed to have done something wrong.
The word.
Right.
The word. Believe.
I'm with you. With you. They may have been innocent. I agree with innocent unless proven guilty.
There you go.
But do you know that they were innocent, or do you just assume? Because you guys, not you personally, but you guys tend to lie. Like you even have to downplay how bad Emmett Till might have acted, according to the story.
What did he do?
I don't know what he did, but you guys claim
I can tell you what he did.
What did he do?
Nothing.
All
he did was whistle.
Whistled. You have to lie and pretend all he did was whistle.
Is that a criminal offense?
No, it's not a criminal. No, it's not a crime to whistle.
Thank you.
Is it out of order? Is it not the right way to act to whistle?
No.
It's not right to whistle, right? At a
sure
woman.
You can whistle somebody. What's wrong with that?
Is it wrong to whistle at a woman?
No.
Is it a little inappropriate and questionable to whistle at a woman?
No.
It's not questionable?
No.
But how about a married woman?
What's wrong with that?
I find it. I have never whistled at a woman. Now I'm brainwashed and millennial, right? I'm brainwashed. Yeah. I live in 2025. We don't know anything. We don't know how to deal with women. We're lame. So Emmett Till was more of a player. He had more game.
He was 14.
He had more. 14-year-old Emmett Till had more game than Hake. No game, James. I get you. I'm with you on that. But here, let me come back up. But to me and to many of the people back then, it's not right to be whistling at women, and that's not all he was accused of doing.
Black man whistling at a white woman.
That's not all he was accused of doing.
She tried to set on her deathbed that he didn't do nothing else.
That's not the truth.
Well, she's lying.
No, she didn't say that on her deathbed.
She did.
There's no evidence that she said that to anybody.
It was written in the paper.
I know, because a journalist claimed that, but he suddenly had stopped recording when she said something about something.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
All right.
And the point
Okay.
is, there were claims that he had grabbed her.
That's what she said.
Right. And there were also claims that he said...
But she didn't.
There were also claims that he said that he touched and got with white women sexually in the past.
What's wrong with that?
Had you heard
What they
that?
gotta do
Had you
now?
heard that claim?
Yeah, I heard that. He said
So
it.
then how come you said it was just a whistle?
I said in Chicago he was doing that.
I know, but he told her, I got with white women in Chicago.
No,
Right?
I ain't say he said. No, I didn't say he said all that.
Oh, I'm not saying that he said all that. I'm just saying that they said that that people, or the woman said that that's what he said.
He said that to his
Now,
members.
women do lie. I'm
The
with
two
you.
guys.
Women do lie. Even white women can sometimes lie, especially if they cry. But what would a white woman go and get her gun? Because I believe the agreed
Yep,
story.
She went to get her gun.
Yeah,
Right.
why would she just get her gun just because he
'Cause
whistled at her?
her. 'Cause he whistled
Did he
at
keep
her.
on whistling, or what?
No, he just whistled once.
He just
And the
whistled
boy-
once.
And
He's
look,
all.
and the guys who was whistling jumped in the car. Get ready
He's
to go.
like-
Let's go.
Hey, he's like. And the white woman suddenly knew it was to her, and she's like, "Let me get my gun."
Yeah,
How does that make sense to you?
that's what white people do.
You're not telling the whole truth.
Like
White
that-
people
look,
don't
look.
get a gun just because a person goes,
Well, didn't your boy Trump say he could kill somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and to get away with it?
yeah, because it would be justified. We would know that he would do it and it would be justified.
In the middle of Fifth Avenue.
What?
He said, "Don't reason at all. I could go on Fifth Avenue and murder somebody."
He didn't
And
say
get away with
murder.
it.
He didn't say murder.
Well, if you go kill him, it's his murder.
Not necessarily. It could be
If they're shooting
self-defense.
Somebody.
Could be self-defense or in defense of the community.
What's self-defense? Come on now.
Huh?
Somebody gonna jump on Donald Trump and beat him up. Self-defense. Is that what you're talking about?
Right.
Nah.
Or in defense of the community. Say if it's
Well, let
like
me just
so.
ask you another question.
Yep,
What, you know your Social Security number?
I do.
You know your two middle numbers?
Yes.
I guarantee you, your middle numbers are odd number.
And why do you guarantee me that?
Because I know.
But how do you know? And what's the point of this?
I'm just telling you how the government keeps track of you. Is it an odd number?
I don't disclose, but I'm amused by this fact.
I mean, you say it's either odd or even.
But what is the point of this? Why'd you bring that up?
I'm just telling you how the government keeps track of people.
What? Huh? I know, but
All you got to do is say it's odd. Yes, it's odd, or no, it's not odd.
yeah, it's odd. A dox, dang. I doxed.
Okay.
I doxed the one of the digits. I doxed the odd or even status of one of the digits of my social security number. What am I gonna do? But why are you saying this? What's the point? Like, there's more than one.
I just tell you how the government keeps track of black people and white people.
Oh, so
All
you're
white
black?
people-
Is yours even?
Mine is even,
Whoa, that's awesome, man.
and yours is odd.
But I bet you I have black in me. There's probably some black. I bet you more
We're not even talking about that.
white people are. There's more white people who have black ancestry than there are black people in America. I bet you. And
I
so
guarantee
more.
that
And
too.
so if we did reparations, we whites would be getting reparations just because
No,
we
you
have a
wouldn't.
little bit of black in us.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, we would.
No. And you know why they get them temporary. Okay.
Huh?
You try to be silly.
I
that's
am.
all.
Yeah.
You
But
know
that's
damn well.
so.
Anyway. That
Middle
was it. But I like
numbers.
to say, when we was down in Alabama, when Jess was living down in Alabama, he knew his place. He talked about a big, like I said, Utopia.
But
like
aren't you
we-
supposed to
oh,
know
man,
aren't you supposed to be decent whether you're black or white? You're not supposed to be whistling at a woman or
I didn't wanna-
a woman white or black.
What's wrong with him? That's nothing.
I
not wrong
agree
with
with you, but you got to have
He
taste. You
didn't
got
put
to
his
know.
hands on her.
You can put your hands on her?
No, he didn't put his hands on her.
How do you know that?
Because he said he didn't.
No, that's not true. Wait, who said that he didn't?
Those two, what's the guy's name? What's the Mullins and
his companions?
Peterson.
You're talking about Emmett Till's friends?
No, his murderers.
Oh, his murderer. But how would his murderers know whether he put?
But his wife told him.
But how do you know that either? I don't believe that his wife said that. I don't know what his wife said or didn't say, but you guys tend not to tell the whole truth.
Okay.
Even black witnesses in the recent times don't tell the whole truth. Exceptions to the some do, some don't. Some do, some don't.
You tell the whole truth?
Huh?
Humans don't tell the whole truth.
Right, but blacks are really bad about this.
No, it's not.
Yeah, huh? Blacks are way into lying. They just make up anything and just say and just run with it. They're kind of communists.
That's communist. Anything that a black person does is communist.
Well, oftentimes because they believe in lying and they believe in team black or team liberal or team communist. They don't believe in right and wrong.
You're a liberal?
Huh?
That makes you a communist because you're a liberal?
Yeah, liberals are liberal means communist.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, it does today.
Now you're being foolish. Because I could look. If I was down in Alabama, I had to call you Mr. James.
And what's wrong with that? You wouldn't have to, but what's wrong with that? Isn't that nice?
No, it's not nice.
What's wrong with it?
I mean, you're above me. What am I doing calling you Mr. James?
Well, I would probably call you Mr.
No,
Steven.
you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No.
Why wouldn't I?
But they didn't.
Huh?
Ask them. You can ask some of them people to call you.
Oh, so they didn't refer to you as Mr.?
Some of the guys that called you, some of the older
What did they call you?
They called me by my name.
Oh, so they didn't call you the B word.
They didn't put the handle on it. Like I said, they didn't call me Mr.
But they didn't call you like a child, a male child,
boy.
like a boy.
How about boy?
Yeah, I was trying to ask you that if they called you boy.
Oh yeah, I was the oldest boy I ever seen in my life.
And what's wrong with that? Isn't that fun?
No, I'm a man. I'm not a boy.
I know, but it's kind of charming to be called a boy.
Boy played with Tarzan.
Did younger men call you boy or older men called you boy?
Younger ones.
So a 17-year-old white man would call you a boy, and you're in your 50s.
He's not a man at 17.
Yeah, he is. He's a man at 12.
Okay. All right.
But would a 17-year-old young white man?
Argue. Huh?
Would a 17-year-old white call you boy?
Sure he would.
Did he?
No.
Okay, well then how do you know he would if he didn't?
I'm quite sure he would if he's down south.
And what's wrong with that?
There's bread in it. Bread in him. What?
And what's wrong with that?
I call no man no boy.
I mean, I agree. We don't want to be infantilizing people and calling them boy or kid. Do you notice? Do you notice that they're calling college young men and young women kids?
Yeah, I heard that.
Isn't that disrespectful and evil?
Well, they call them black and white ones, though.
I know.
That's all.
That's evil.
That's not evil.
Yes, it is.
Kids. So they figure they're still learning.
They're calling 30-year-olds kids.
Most kids go to learn, right?
Aren't they calling 30-year-olds kids now? Just because we're immature doesn't mean we should be called kids.
Even you still call people gals.
Gal means, well, gal. What? I like gal though. Isn't gal nice?
That's better. That's almost like a derivative of girl.
Right. I
gal,
know.
Girl.
Right. Yeah. But I kind of like it. It's fun.
Okay.
It's
I guess it's fun to them call a black man a boy too.
I don't know. I mean, JLP calls everybody boy.
Who?
Jesse. He calls.
He's white, so
He'll call people boy. Because
So
in the
I expect you to
country,
talk.
you call each other boy.
I don't call nobody a
So
boy.
you never
Unless
called
they're
your
all boys.
adult son boy.
No,
Why not?
not after he's grown.
No?
I call him my son. I don't call him my boy anyway.
No. Do you say get over here, boy?
No.
Well, you didn't spend enough time in the South.
I never was in the South. Well, I guess I was in the South.
See?
I guess I was born because I was born below the Mason-Dixon line, so I guess I was in the South. I
Is
was
that
born
it-
in Maryland.
In Maryland. So part of
Right
Maryland
there,
is South.
Mason-Dixon line. Yeah, that's in the South. At the beginning of the Mason-Dixon line, right there.
Nice.
Anything below that, South.
Oops.
But used to call Eastern Shore of Maryland Little Mississippi. It was that bad over there.
Bad?
Yes.
What do you mean bad?
Like Mississippi,
What's bad about Mississippi?
Alabama.
Other than
They
that it's
treated
so black and
folks just
criminal.
like they was in Mississippi and Alabama. That's why they had that uprising. Well, you wasn't here. In the 60s when Rap Brown and all those people down in Cambridge, because you couldn't go in a certain city after 6 o'clock when it was dark.
Right.
That was on Eastern Shore, Maryland.
Well, that's a good thing, though. Look at how much bad stuff these people are doing after 6 o'clock
This was
nowadays.
in the 60s. This was in the 60s.
That's when,
Nobody doing nothing bad.
yes, they were. In the 60s, crime was starting to
You
go out of
wasn't
control.
Here. You wasn't here, so you don't know.
I don't have to be here to know
And
that
it's
crime
not
was.
in the history book.
It's on the internet. The crime is kind of getting bad.
They put it on the internet.
Yep.
You know they didn't put that on the internet. Come
Yeah, they put the statistics on the internet. The crime was starting to go bad.
on. Way back in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 40s.
No, you told me 60s.
Okay, 60s.
Yeah, crime was going bad in the 60s.
No, it wasn't. You wasn't even here.
I know, but we already went over
That's
that
another thing. How did Charlie Kirk know about how we was living? And he was born in the 90s.
because he reads or used to read. Now
It wasn't written nowhere.
he doesn't need to
Where was
read
it
now.
written?
He's in heaven or somewhere.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
Whoa. Whoa. Why you laughing?
It was right on the head.
Wow, you're cruel. Why are you laughing about your fellow white man being
I'm glad that's what
somewhere?
you said. I'm glad that's what you said. He's somewhere. You said heaven first. Or somewhere. We know where that someplace is.
No, we don't know anything.
Hey, look, he's down there getting hot for me because I'm going down there too.
Well,
He's stoking that fire for me.
I'll pray for you.
He's shoveling coal on it in that oven now. Getting it nice and hot. I ain't got too much longer to go.
I mean,
He's
you're
getting real hot
88 years
down there.
old.
Yeah, he's getting hot down there for me.
Don't talk like that. That's making me scared. Okay.
Why?
Mason
go
and
there?
Dixon line. How come it's not zooming in long? Well,
Mason-Dixon line?
I'm trying to zoom in on this. East of this point is 15-mile stone 46 on the line marked by the English surveyors and astronomers. Wow. Charles Mason and Jeremiah Dixon. From 1763 to 1768, Mason and Dixon used innovative methods. Wow. To settle a boundary dispute between the colonial proprietors. Each mile of the line set with carved stones brought from England. Beautiful. The Mason and Dixon line defined the border of Pennsylvania and Maryland and Delaware and was part of the boundary separating free and slave-holding states before the Civil War. Cool. Nice.
Hey, see, I know a little bit something, not much. I know a little bit.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times you guys know stuff that isn't true, though. And me
How
too.
You know stuff that's not true.
We know a lot of stuff that's not true. And you feel like you know it. That's what
one thing.
I'm actually pretty stubborn sometimes when I think that I didn't do that. And then, but if I think back, I wasn't really, or I didn't say that.
You forgot you did it, or forgot you said it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention in the moment. I
Or you
was
just forgot,
unaware.
or conveniently forgot.
Well, it wasn't just convenient because I wasn't lying. I just didn't really, I really didn't think that I had said what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, because you can go unconscious, go unaware. And, wow, so that was carved in England. Shout out to our English brothers, not to be confused with the foreigners of England today. It's fun talking with you, sir. I got to run, though.
Okay. I just want to know if you got that straight about we didn't live all that great down south when Jesse was there.
I think it was. There were exceptions to the rules. I mean, you can probably give, I bet you could give me 100 or maybe even 3,000 names or maybe even 5,000 names. But 5,000 doesn't tell you how most people lived. Most people, they knew how to live.
I know how they live.
And keep their head down.
The same way.
What's wrong
with
we've already been over it, but nice. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Bye. Man, I get carried away. Art in Ohio. We're past the top of the hour here. Art, thanks for calling and holding, sir. Go ahead.
Hey.
Yay.
I hear the libs calling. Here I come, baby, to save you. Oh. So what's up with my main man, Hake?
I'm doing all right. Hoping that the liberals don't have to come save me. Otherwise, I'm in serious trouble.
The libs come to save you. It's gonna be a cold day in hell. So let's go ahead and chop through this work. So Trump said, in going back to that interview or whatnot, he said that we don't got the talent over here. So my little brain, I'm slow. I'm a C- student. My little brain.
Okay.
So he said that we don't have the talent over here or whatnot. Okay. So you mean to tell me that the schools that we've been sending these kids here, they ain't been producing the talent or whatnot?
Definitely not. Yep.
Oh, okay. So if we ain't been producing the talent in these public and these private schools like that or whatnot, why would we be bringing 600 Chinese people over here? Are we trying to dumb the Chinese people down or something?
Interesting. That's an interesting point / question.
Okay. So that's the first thing or whatnot. Okay, and then another thing is, okay, so what about down there in Charlotte or whatnot? You been paying attention to what's going on down there in Charlotte?
Deportations. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. I know a little bit of the fact that they're trying to do round people up for deportation down in Charlotte, one of the Carolinas. I forget whether it's Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. Keep them. Hey, y'all. I'm a slow kid now. I'm
Same.
I'm slow. I might be a C-, maybe a D+ student. I'm slow. I went to Columbus Public Schools. I thank Columbus Public Schools or whatnot for so-called allegedly teaching me. Okay. So it's 900,000 residents in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's 190,000 illegal immigrants. Can we is it fair for me to say that out of that 900, let's look at that as that's your paycheck. 900,000. Okay. We got 900,000 people, citizens, American citizens. We got 190. Let's go ahead and just round that up to 2, which is 200,000. Okay. So let's do this math with the paycheck. If you make $1,000 and they say we're gonna take 20% out of that, I'm gonna let y'all figure out that math. So basically, what you telling me is that them 190,000 people that's illegal, that's 190,000 people that's sending money out of America, that's taken away from the American economy. 100,000 people that got their kids going to our schools, taken away from educating American kids. 190,000 people that are not paying into the tax. What I'm saying is basically all, huh?
Where are you getting that 190,000 number? Are you saying that there's 190,000 illegals out
Yeah.
of the 900,000
Yeah.
Charlotte residents?
Yeah.
Well, they haven't arrested that many. I don't know where you're getting that 190,000 number. Because I'm
Yeah,
seeing that we've arrested over 130, maybe more than 250 arrested in Charlotte in the crackdown. Now, those are just arrests of, so just a few hundred out of the 900,000 Charlotte residents. I don't know if you're mixing up the, I'm suspecting, but I don't know, that you may be mixing up the number and adding a multiplying by 1,000 when it's really just a few hundred.
Well, I think you kind of reading too much into what I'm saying.
But where did you get the 190,000?
I don't know if I seen it on X or one of these YouTube channels I'll be watching.
Oh, okay.
But I guess the whole point of what I'm saying is that that's why your taxes or whatnot are up. That's why your kids is not learning or whatnot. Basically, I'm just saying that's why the economy is so messed up, and I'm just using that as an example.
Right.
I'm just saying that for people to think or whatnot, because them numbers, all these numbers are equations into our economy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So whether I'm right about 190,000, 200,000, 100,000, 120,000, the point is get the numbers. Let's do these numbers, and let's understand that's why you ain't able to be out here and afford no houses, or you ain't able to be out here and afford no cars, or you ain't able to be out here and afford to feed yourself or whatnot.
They are numerous. There are many. There are untold numbers of illegal aliens in our country, and per capita, they're not adding to the country. They're taking from the country, and they're contributing to the lawlessness culture.
Oh yeah.
Of our country.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And I keep seeing these alleged green card holders and these alleged immigrants that are so-called got their American citizenship or whatnot. They are helping the illegals or whatnot. And I'm confused because why don't they understand that just as fast as you got the green card, you can get it taken away?
Yeah.
Why would you and this is what I'm saying. You are letting people with this type of mindset claim to come to America to be American, that they don't even understand that they're basically telling on themselves. And y'all think that's gonna make America great, or that's good for America? That you think that me as an American, Native American citizen, you think that I'm dumb enough I don't see and know that it's legal immigrants over here that's helping the illegals? Y'all think I'm dumb enough that we don't know that's what's going on?
Yeah.
And obviously, this is what I'm saying. Everybody can't be American or whatnot because y'all don't even know American history. They don't even know American history. If you knew American history, you wouldn't even be doing what you're doing. I'm saying it to the legal and the illegal aliens.
Yep.
Because if you knew American history, you would go right back to with the Native American Indians and understand that the whites and they reneged on land that they gave the Native Americans too. So don't think that we can't renege on taking them green cards away.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm just so confused. But I'm just saying this to say you got to be dumb to get out of here and basically be self-snitching and basically trying to subvert and overthrow America. You legal and you trying to help the illegals and you think that we don't see and know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next thing is that I keep hearing these. It's a difference between legal and illegal.
Right.
Well, it ain't a difference between legal and illegal. One is that legal is a slower outcome. Illegal is a fast outcome. It is going to lead to the same direction.
I agree with that, man. You're talking about how the country is getting subverted and destroyed by.
Yes, sir. And they trying to say, they're illegal. No, you're not. You just because they said you legal don't mean you're legal.
Right.
Because we gonna get the same. We gonna get to the. You know what I'm talking about because you just said it. But go ahead, I'll let you say it. Go ahead and say what you're saying. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
No, you're fine. The immigrant population, even though they get naturalized or they're born here, they do not believe in the freedom of speech. They don't believe in the Second Amendment, the right to carry guns. They don't believe in rule of law. They don't believe in honesty. They don't believe in trust. They believe in distrust and dishonesty and violating people's rights to the freedom of speech and violating people's rights to carry awesome weapons. And they end up supporting communism rather than freedom.
And you know why that's like that? It's because they're not settlers. They're immigrants.
Yeah.
Settlers won't do that. American settlers and Native Americans don't do that. Native American blacks and whites don't do that because we're settlers, meaning we're fighters, we're builders. So, okay, and you're right with you saying, but what I'm saying is that whether they're legal or illegal, it's going to be the same outcome because you're taking the lions in their natural habitat and you're moving them to America.
Yeah.
That ain't they're not. That's not their natural habitat. You see what I'm saying? Or you just basically what I'm saying is you just basically okay. If you say we just gonna let the illegals come in, okay. Well, that just means 60 years from now, if they keep reproducing and the Native Americans ain't having 60 years from now, the legal ones, the ones that got paperwork, they will end up running the country.
Yep.
So if we just let the illegals come in and we just let them do whatever they're doing, that's going to be a 20-year process. So basically what I'm saying is it doesn't matter. It's going to be the end same goal or whatnot. Whether they legal, it's going to end up taking over and subverting and changing the American culture. Clearly, and that's what the numbers or whatnot is saying, period, if the Americans ain't having no kids or whatnot.
I know.
Clearly, and they're taking our taxpayer money and they're having 4 times the kids that we're making. So really, in one generation, me and you going to be out of here.
It's really bad, man. It's crazy. And they don't love the blacks. They don't love the whites.
Yeah. And you know, I'm just pointing out stuff I hear the so-called conservatives, and I'm gonna make them eat their words, man, because you basically, and then what I'm having a problem is what I'm even saying is I want to, and I'm saying figuratively, I want to handle it on my clock. I don't want to pass this down to my kids. If there's going to be a fight, I want to fight. I don't want to pass the fight down to my kids, especially when I participated in some of the destruction that's going on to marriage. It's not fair to the kids that we pass that on to them, that we robbing them, and we passing our debt on to these next American kids to where they ain't going to really have nothing. They ain't going to be nothing but these Native American kids. They ain't gonna be nothing but damn near suicide bombers. Everything that they done went through growing up. I don't know what America thinks they're gonna do. Between the COVID-19 lockdowns, the schools not giving the American kids enough attention they need, or the education, or even recess, or just the American school system that me and you have known. They ain't getting that, so I don't know what is going to happen with these. I just basically see that they screwing over this next generation of young Americans, and they basically radicalizing them, and they ain't going to be the same type of Americans me and you are.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. It's crazy.
But, and then it was something else, and it was something else I was going to sit here and say or whatnot, but I'm kind of getting sidetracked. What the heck was I about to say, Hake? Shoot. Your man that just called. Man, with that Emmett Till stuff, man, don't nobody care about that, man.
I know.
Them was liberal whites with liberal blacks, man. If you still look at them dumb blacks down there, it's racist down. I mean, it's racist down in Alabama, but you've been down there for 6 generations. It can't be that racist.
Yeah.
Am I? You 6 generations, it's so racist. My mom be trying to tell me that too. What I be telling her, I be want to move back to Virginia sometime. I don't know how you gonna move down there. You know you a city person. It's racist down there. And I be thinking in the back of my head, that's you. You think everything. You Democrats think everything is racist.
Right.
Not me.
Yeah.
I don't think and believe everything is racist. I know how to call everything even. Like how it is. I know if I messed up and somebody's calling me out for what I messed up, and I know logically not, that ain't racist. I know a mofo's calling me out.
Right.
But with something that I did wrong or whatnot. And then something else that he was sitting there saying. So, I don't want to be too hard on Emmett Till or what. I don't want to be too hard on the whites. And they, when we both know that they liberals, but you can't make me believe that Emmett Till was innocent innocent as they making it seem or whatnot. And
I know.
Lord bless his soul or whatnot.
Yeah.
Just look at the blacks that's in Chicago now.
Good point,
You see
man.
what I'm saying? So you want me to believe that the blacks in Chicago went from being they angels back then and now they just demons? No, they always been like that, man. Come on, you can't make me.
Yeah.
Did you see Big Brother Hake? Did you see where the elementary school kids beat up the pregnant chick?
Yeah, I saw that on the Jesse Lee Peterson show just yesterday. During his first hour, he talked about those Chicago young kids.
Yeah.
With their high-pitched kid voices. Cussing and going crazy on that 33-year-old black gal and and I guess she was pregnant, like you said.
Yeah.
And her little son, her young son.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Go ahead.
So that beating was crazy. And then the phony politicians talking all like serious and phony mature. Brandon Johnson. Oh, it was so terrible. Pretending, just total pretense. They, like you said, the city blacks were a lot of times really violent, even dating back to like the 60s, throwing bricks down on people from tops of buildings. I heard that they admitted. So no, they had the out of wedlock births and all kinds of stuff. They made their ghettos. It was crazy.
Yep. And I ain't saying it ain't you ain't have no liberal whites to try to say. We see the liberal whites right now, so we know that there was some liberal whites. Ain't nobody dumb, but you can't sit here and tell me that I ain't seeing these blacks out here acting the way they acting.
Right.
And everything you just gonna nah. So even going back to the little the pregnant chick that got beat up, she's slow.
Yeah.
And she's slow, and I mean slow meaning she's in the SLD class, means slow learning disability classes. You can look at her and tell. So if the kids is beating on a slow woman that we see is slow, and we know that the kids know that she's slow, because when I was their age, I knew when a kid was slow or the R word.
Right, retarded.
Retarded. I knew it, so I know they know it too.
Yeah.
So if you a kid and you beating on a slow person, that means you're slow. So that the kids is slow too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was watching the clip last night, and the mom was on there. One of the moms of the kids that beat the lady up, she on there doing a little fake little clip, talking to her daughter on like TikTok or YouTube or making a clip, and she was telling the little girl who beat up the pregnant girl, "You know better than that. I told you." Don't hit nobody unless they hit you back. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, no. You just now telling her that because you don't raise your kids.
Yeah.
Like, and the difference is that girl is like 10 years old. She just learned that from her mom right there on YouTube, on the video. Her mom never told her that. You don't hit people unless they hit you first. She's on YouTube trying to portray to us that she's a good parent by telling her kid that, when we all know in the back of our head you ain't raising your kids right. Because if you been told her that, or I mean, if you had already told her that, she would already knew don't be out here hitting nobody unless they provoke you to hit them.
Right.
So I just want to bring that up because people, these blacks and these whites and these liberals and even some of these Republicans, y'all think that people don't see nothing. We see what's going on. We can see right through it. We know exactly what's going on. That, just like I said, man. Stop with the fakeness. We know you ain't raising your kids. Look at your communities down there. We already know what's going on down there in Chicago. So this save us the little YouTube clips. You trying to act like you a caring parent. We don't believe you and we don't care. Most of these older people, they just want attention, man. That's all that's going on. You got a whole bunch of single females that just want attention. They think they too cute. They just want to get on YouTube and show they little pretty faces off or whatnot just to get somebody to click likes and stuff. But that's pretty much it, man.
That's crazy, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Already. I'll be checking with you later.
All right. Take care.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yep.
Nice. There she is. This is the clip.
Justice for my son. I'm thankful for everybody that came out here today to support me.
Yep, you can tell. Good point, Art. You can tell the woman is slow. Not like, yeah, like literally slow. Something off. Either that or she has brain damage from the attack. No, what a mess, huh? Terrible. I got to read some super chats over here. Cesar, 3 coffees. Sup, Hake? Hey, man, that call with Ardene was epic. Yeah, I got to put out the clip. What a mess, huh? The Holy Spirit in you brought out the demon in her towards the end of the call, says Cesar or Cesar. That way she was getting all nasty with you, even dropped the F-bomb. Yeah, she said the F word. Don't ask about it, kids. After being told, because she said darn. She didn't say darn, she said the D-A-M-N word. D-A-M-N. Don't say that, kids. That is the curse word. God send it to hell. And so I said, you can't curse. Or, no, I don't say curse. You can't cuss. And then she cussed even worse with the F word. All because she couldn't answer simple questions. Well, my question to her was too simple. It's what's wrong with you? Because she's so dishonest. And she's all know-it-all-ish. And she believes what she believes and accuses the truth of being a lie. Because she has a difference of opinion from the truth or from the conservatives. So she has a liberal pro teachers union approach. I'm like, the teachers unions are part of the problem with education. You see, like, no, it's not true. It's Trump. Getting rid of DEI. We all gotta wish that woman well. 2 questions for you, Hake. Didn't Ardene seem way more calm and less full of the evil spirit when you would talk to her last year? No, I could sense that. I don't think that she's gotten worse. Maybe, but I don't think so. Maybe she is more on edge because she hates Trump so much. And, you know, when you hate men, you overreact to the man there. Like when I hated Obama, I was overreacting to Obama. Maybe. Are you going to ban her or give her one more chance? Oh, no, I'm not going to ban her. These evil women. She worked with kids and cussing like that. Of course, probably all my favorite teachers cussed. But not in the classroom, just later after class when we were just all yapping together after when we were like grown. Maybe. I don't know. Happy Thursday, everybody. Cool sunglasses emoji and tan Dominican, perhaps. I forget what he is. Celebration hands emoji. Yes, sir. Thank you. Speaking of that word that I didn't used to like this word, barf boy. I would call it throw up. I don't even like the word vomit. I grew up calling it throw up. But sometimes I might say barf. You know, my spittoon, I pretended. MTG makes me want to hurl. Terrible. I disclaim. I disavow even. Oh, it's the Hank report. The Hank report. La, la, la. Hake, you do a decent Yoda impression and an acceptable Chewbacca impression. Can you do them both and let us know what other impressions you can do? Well, what's funny, Barf Boy, is that I was not knowingly doing any kind of Yoda impression. I was just mocking classified documents. And you guys said, oh, that sounds like Yoda. So it was an accidental impression. I was mocking it. You know, when you do lowercase, capital letter, lowercase, capital letter, and you're mocking it, you're acting like you're slow. The R word. R-worded. Okay, so classified documents. And then my Chewbacca impression. Anchor Baby knows it. He does better impressions than I do. He taught me to do. Right? Something like that. Thank you, sir. Oh, let me double check the other things. Oh, what's up, guys? Hey. Let me keep going. Do I want to just lump these all together? I'll just do another thing here. So coffees, impressions, Ardene, and popcorn. What are your thoughts on the exchange between the ABC reporter Mary Bruce and the Great White Hope during the Saudi Crown Prince's visit to the White House? And he shares a link. The Great White Hope was contradicting the intelligence reports. Reports about the Crown Prince's involvement in Jamal Khashoggi's assassination. You know, the Washington Compost reporter who was seemingly like in bed with Qatar or something. I forget what. And the scolding of the reporter at the time. Trump would later say something to the effect of, you can ask that same question, but it's the way you ask it, implying the reporter was snarky, I suppose. To me, based on what I've heard you say in the past, someone is saying it's not what you said, it's the way you said it. Wouldn't you call that female-minded thinking? In other words, say what you want to say, but be nice about it. Is that something you agree with? I know Jesse will often get pushback from the fallen state guests and honestly the others. For when Jesse asks them questions, they say, it's not what you say, it's how you said it. And Jesse will go, what do you mean? I'm asking the question. Not exactly, but yeah. Because they have a problem with JLP being just straight up and straight out with whatever. So here, let me check this out.
Is it appropriate, Mr. President, for your family to be doing business in Saudi Arabia while you're president? Is that a conflict of interest? And Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you?
Who are you with? No, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You're with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news. ABC fake news. One
True.
of the worst. One of the worst
sir.
in the business. But I'll answer your question.
Thank you.
I have nothing to do with the family business. I have left, and when I've devoted 100% of my energy. What my family does is fine. They do business all over. They've done very little with Saudi Arabia, actually. I'm sure they could do a lot. As far as this gentleman is concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
It's okay, just you ask, Mr. President,
please, go.
you allow me to answer. You know, I feel painful about, the families of 9/11 in America, but, we have to focus on reality. Reality based on CIA documents and based on a lot of documents that Osama bin Laden, he used Saudi people in that event for one main purpose, is to destroy this relation, to destroy the American-Saudi relation. That's the purpose of 9/11. So whoever buying that means they are helping Osama bin Laden's purpose of destroying this relation. He knows that strong relation between America and Saudi Arabia, it's bad for extremism, it's bad for terrorism. And we have to approve him wrong and to build our relation, to continue developing our relation. It's critical in the safety of the world. It's critical against extremism and terrorism. About the journalists, it's really painful to hear, anyone that been losing his life for, no real purpose or nothing illegal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc., in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
Mr. President,
Nice.
is it appropriate, Mr. President,
Look at this woman's sassy spirit, Mary Bruce.
for your family to be doing business in Saudi Arabia while you're president? Is that a conflict of interest? And Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence...
Do you hear that sassy, conceited schoolgirl type of questioning? You know, schoolgirls, teacher's pet type of girls, know-it-alls. Is it appropriate? I didn't hear him say anything about what you said there, Popcorn, but apparently he would later say something to the effect of, you can ask the same question, but it's the way you ask it, implying the reporter was snarky, I suppose. She was definitely something crazy, sassy. It's ridiculous, these women thinking that they're journalists, because they're just so biased. It's ridiculous. And he's right about ABC. ABC is very fake news. ABC News famously, we all heard, they banned me from their Discuss. Remember Discuss? Comment section? I responded to some ABC News report that the worse the blacks get, the better the more perfect the cops have to be. For example, that cop who shot the black guy in the back 10 years ago, 11 years ago, they were reporting about stuff, and they banned me. ABC News. Very fake news. And that woman is just... she's on a trip, ego trip. What is her last... was it her last name? Mary Bruce Traitor Green? Terrible. Okay, so to answer your question, I don't know what you mean by that. Her spirit is evil. I talk about all the time in the way you do the same. You could say the same words, but in an evil spirit or in a different spirit. I think he addressed her perfectly. But yeah, you can say the same words, but in an evil spirit. People repeat JLP, but to pounce, and JLP is never not pouncing on people. For example, you know. So what you say and the way you say it, the spirit and the timing and the placing and everything, and your pride, ego involvement, ego battles, is not just, in other words, just be nice about it. So, hope that helps you if you're seeking that help. Priscilla from Houston, 3 coffees. Thank you for your service, your patience with callers and with Jesse. Good job. Wish you well. Thank you, Priscilla. Yeah, it's rough working with Jesse. Funny. Thank you. And let me just double check over here. Everblazer says, Hake, you're pretty funny and animated today. Laughing face with tears coming out. Look at how YouTube is glitching. Is it 5 likes or is it 4 likes? It can't decide. It's all confused. And let me just double... oh, Lord have mercy. All right, so I think that's pretty good. And we're fine there. Let me say hello to the Rumble crew before I get back to the callers, okay? Shoutouts. Okay, so patience. TY for patience. Hello to Buddy 1205, Jules Verne, and the rest of you snakes in the snake pit of the Rumble crew. You guys pretend like you're not the snake pit. You're every bit as snake pit as ever. What's up, Age of Inversion? Is he still around? And of course, whatever. What is this? Forgive yo mama. Son of Liberty, LGB. Good to see you guys. And hello to Bethany on the Facebook crew. Oh, yesterday I had some... oh, the number to call in is the same number as JLP, Joe, over there. Okay. Let me set the redirect for Anchor Baby. Joe over watching live on the X. Did you know I'm live on X? Is American Anchor Baby set up? Let me refresh. Let me see. YouTube.com/NickStreams or /@American Anchor Baby. Doesn't look like he's scheduled yet. Let me text him just to make sure. You scheduled yet? Make sure it's public. Okay, nice. Here, I'll just do this. Not yet. Yeah, the number is 888-775-3773. 1-888-775-3773. That is 888-77-JESSE. Women's Forum tonight, ladies. So cool. People use X. I know. I mean, I do, but not really to watch stuff live. But it's not too bad, actually. It's in some ways, X live is even better than Rumble. You know, because Rumble doesn't save your live chat to replay, but X actually does. So, interesting, huh? Yeah, so, nice. Sweet. Thank you again, Priscilla, and here, let me just say, 888-775-373. Same as JLP. Now, Anchor Babies is different oftentimes, most of the time, I dare say, because his is 844-900-BABY. 844-900-2229. 844-900-BABY. 2229. Right? Let me pull up the thing. Yeah. Anchor Baby stream. Call in. 800-944-2229. Nice. Sweet. Okie dokie. And let me just say hello to the punchy.tv people. Good morning to you, Jim in Alaska. I see you on YouTube and punchy.tv, which is very cool. Greetings to you. And hello to the people. I don't think anybody is watching on kick.com. All right, Maze in Dayton, Ohio. Maze, thank you for calling and holding there. How you doing?
Hello, James. Thanks for accepting my call, first of all.
You're welcome.
And then I was listening to Stephen. I was learning something.
What was that?
When he was talking about him being called a boy when he was a man.
Yeah.
And then that he did things with his life that he don't need to be scrapping around, looking for a job or trying to find a job. He has... Just listening to him, it was very exciting. And then when you talk about what happened in the South and different things like that, it's better to listen and learn than revel and come out with the YouTube education.
Who's coming up with YouTube education?
Well, some place that you can't even find nothing.
But the internet, doesn't the internet tell you stuff that...
So you don't speak for everybody. You speak for yourself.
Right. I never claimed to speak for
Not
people.
Not you.
Oh, okay.
People that don't like what Stephen had to say.
Oh.
He was just telling you a part of the history that he lived to get to where he is. He said he went into the military so he could get a job. So what have anybody else done besides doing the YouTube education? And this education system here, I'm going to put a little bit in because I'm all over and I love to do stuff. People were denied the right to read in this country. Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard that we weren't allowed to teach you guys reading when we were the masters and you were the slaves.
Oh, your ancestors, not
right.
you.
Right.
Had nothing with it. Let's put it there.
Now, there were some good slave masters who taught their slaves to read, regardless. Like, I feel like Sam Houston might have wanted his slaves to read. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? That's what you say.
Wait, what? No, I got this from the internet.
The reason
One of
why
these people.
The reason why they couldn't read, they couldn't understand the language. They could read, but they could not read the language here. So because if that was the case, they wouldn't have been so smart to do the things that they did from where they came. So you see people thinking that Africa and different places where my ancestors came from didn't know nothing and didn't have anything. It's just like the people in the South. Some of them had plenty. Some had nothing.
Wait, are you saying that the people who, when we brought y'all from Africa, some of you guys were kings and queens?
No ancestors did that.
Yeah.
You always say we had nothing to do with. We're not gonna put our ancestors.
I know. I'm kidding.
Your ancestors was bad to mine. I'm put it that way. But then after time changed, laws came, things changed, and a lot of black people did not have poor things. They had rituals, and it was taken away from them, never given back to them. So we're gonna stop it because some of the people when you hear black people talking, they ain't never had to live like art. It's like when they saw the Cosby Show, it was like they thought it was the greatest thing you could see on TV. But people were living like that before the Cosby Show ever came about.
Right. That's why they had a show about it.
They had stuff, and they grew up with stuff, and they still have stuff. And some of them don't because it was taken away from them. So you never get what that was taken from the ancestors. You never talk about that part. You talk about everything except that. And so if you look at today, it's like you talk about the immigrants. Okay, who was over here visiting this country as a guest? People y'all talk about every day, the Muslim. Was that man a Muslim that was in the White House with Trump the other day?
I think so. I don't know.
His name, what is his name? King, whatever, from Saudi?
Yeah, the Crown Prince of Saudi, Mohammed bin Salman, something like that.
Were you happy because he's here doing business for?
I liked it. I like seeing Trump.
They coming to taking over something here.
I don't know if he's taking over anything.
So as your America, if America first, you deal with America first.
Right.
Outsiders shouldn't be here doing anything because you can't get your medicine from here. Where is somebody else's country? Poisoning people.
You're being silly, Maze.
Those from here. Unless you're interested.
Are you saying that the Saudi man coming over here is not America first?
No, it's not.
How do you figure?
Because American businesses are going out of business.
But the Saudis are our greatest ally, our greatest non-NATO ally, I heard.
Not the way you all talk about them every day.
Who? I don't talk about the Saudis. I love the Saudis.
You talking about the Muslims, and they are Muslims. So
just because they're Muslims doesn't mean that all Muslims ain't bad.
There's two groups. There's two groups of Muslims.
I know, but Mohammed bin Salman is not coming to America to stay and exploit. He's going back to his country to grow and make great deals with us.
It looks like the deals that were made with the Trump Towers over there. There's Trump. He want to put his name on everything, so he got to be dealing over there with his name on. So what is that going to do for America?
It's going to give America a good name again. Because Trump is a real American.
If you say so.
Yep.
But as I'm saying, so you saying the Muslims going to take, people say the Muslims going to take over. We just
in America, yeah.
Bringing a business in here. So when they bring a business in here, they're going to push who out the way? Americans.
But the Saudis are not going to push America out of the way.
Are they going to own something?
The Saudis are our friends.
You working for them.
The Saudis are like the Israel of the Muslims.
Well, whatever you call them.
Yeah.
You're still going to be working
We
for
like
them.
them.
You're going to be an American working for one of them.
In fact, I think we even like Qatar.
If the immigrant get upset with you and take his stuff away, what you going to do?
Who? The Crown Prince?
Yes.
The Crown Prince not going to take my stuff away?
I didn't say only you.
No, the Crown Prince is not going to take America's stuff away. At least not while Trump is in charge, I'll tell you that much, Maze.
Really? You put an excuse everywhere.
No, but there's no excuse to be made. But there's nothing. You can't even name one thing wrong. You're just assuming since he's here, since he's visiting, it must not be America first. Please.
It's not. Because if America was first, you'll be dealing with American
companies. Is.
But there's no American companies to deal with because they all going away, like the farmers.
Lord, don't be such a negative Nancy.
Open your eyes and realize what's happening to you. You just you haven't seen it yet. So while we walking around here complaining about YouTube education, you better educate yourself to what's going on in your America, because it is going away.
All right, Maze, I got to run.
It's going to be owned by somebody else in the robot.
I want to give the fair chance to my other callers.
I like to share, so have a good day.
All right.
If you don't like it, too bad.
You as well. Take care. Beautiful Maze. William III in California. How you doing, William?
All right, man. How you doing?
Doing fine.
Are you? That was pretty stupid. Qatar is not building anything in the United States. The United States is building them a base for training.
That's right.
Idiot.
I know. I think you're right to call her the peanut gallery.
I know I'm right. I don't call you and lie like Steve and Mays and Goatmouth Tony. Let me tell you something. Let's break it down. From slavery, there were slaves that read, but from slavery to like 1940, blacks made such a jump in education at that time with reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Oh yeah, big time. It only takes like a little childhood to learn to read and do well.
They can't read anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true. What a mess. And
I heard you call yesterday.
Yeah, thanks to the teachers' unions, in part.
Okay, I heard you call. I'm glad you brought that up. I heard you call yesterday. See, I've seen you on film pick up snakes. I'm telling you. Did hear the story about the snake, the woman bringing the snake in from the wintertime
and then getting bitten.
Right. See, you playing with these people. Look, she said present the receipts. And you got to be quicker on your feet. The receipts is on the news that morning. She's pissed off because Trump is dismantling the education department.
Nice.
That's what she's mad about.
Oh,
and
yeah.
As far as what the kids and condition that the kids in the last 40 years are in, and she talks to them to brag about her little teacher. You know what? You're responsible for this.
You know what? She has she doesn't know anything about me, because actually I know a lot of people in education, and it's a problem. There's conservative teachers here in the state of California, and what do they do? What are they forced to do against their will?
Mm-hmm.
Pay into the liberal, communist, Democrat teachers union by force.
Yes.
They have no right to work.
Speaking of teachers, James, Arizona is short 1,400 teachers. They said that the kids are not behaving, and they don't have a good home life, and they got blue dye on their hands from crazy colored potato chips, and they're not eating right, they're not being raised right. And she had the nerve to brag about the teacher's stuff. She's mad because he's dismantling, and it was on the news yesterday. You just didn't catch it. Be quicker on your feet.
But she doesn't. But I don't have to give proof. She's just in utter denial. So I don't believe in giving proof to somebody.
Yeah, she's in denial.
Yeah.
As for Stephen, the other goat mouth, you were born in the late 30s, Stephen. So that means, well, let's go. You want to tell? Since this one just got off the phone, he's talking about the history. Let's talk about this history. You were born in probably the mid 30s, late 30s. World War II was over in 45. Military, which he talks about all the time, was desegregated 100% in 1948. So about you not being able to get a job, Steve, I think you're complaining like, you was talking about, you was explaining to him what a porch monkey was. There's somebody sits around and complain about something they didn't get when they didn't get handed to them. Because, see, if you're in the military, Steve, which I'm sure if you were in the Korean War, I do my math.
Yeah.
You're in your 80s. So that means, let me see. You were in the Korean. I doubt if he was in Korea. He's probably Vietnam era. Here's the deal: if you're a doctor, CSI, nurse, captain of a ship, pilot, air traffic controller, those are the best certified jobs in the military. And you was not in a segregated military, Stephen. You forgot I knew math. I know how to carry the one.
Yeah.
I know how to carry the one. So you were in a completely desegregated military.
Wow.
So when you come out with those kind of skills, did you hear the list I gave you? Doctor, nurse, CSI, lawyers.
They were owning buildings. They were owning buildings before Jim Crow even ended. The blacks were.
Did you hear those specialty jobs in the military that I listed?
Fancy. Sounds pretty fancy to me.
Pilot. Those are the best.
Sounds quite inclusive.
So when you come out of there, Stephen, you should have been a traffic controller easily.
Good point. Nice.
I know. Something else I wanted to cover that's kind of messed up that our boy, the drummer with the studio, that came in on.
Alex in California, he got replaced.
I'm sorry to hear that, Alex. And he sounds like he's been there a long time, and that is a pretty expensive area. That San Jose area where he's in and everything.
San Jose,
What happened, Alex? I think the owner caved into County Section 8. That's kind of messed up.
People got bought out or bribed out. It's not right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. That's messed up. I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully he gets back on his feet and get another studio and everything. But, I want to break down the fact that education, as far as blacks, when they came out of slavery, they excelled faster than any group in the country up until the 1950s and 60s. They were advancing, so.
Well, right on, right on, sir.
Man.
Good to hear from you.
Common sense.
Nice. Take care. And Rick in Hampton, VA is on the line over here. Rick.
Man, what's up, James? What's up, James? What's going on with you?
I'm hanging out, chilling, getting ready for the
Man,
anchor, baby.
It's always good to hear William come in and clear up Mason's allegations, if you will.
Exactly.
I love Brother William when he come on, man. That guy. Hey, I would love to see a debate between him and Mays. I wonder how that would play out.
Oh my gosh, I know you're black because you love Met. You must love. That's the blackest I've ever heard you be, Rick. Because that'd be mess. That'd just be name calling and yapping and yipping and
exactly
nipping and trying to provoke.
Because you know,
that's like Ardene versus Hake. Say again.
I know. I mean, because I know we'll be trying to like put the facts out there, and you know, Mays just to be talking, and then Brother William said, "Shut up and listen, woman."
Right. Totally. Terrible.
I just love my brother. I love all my callers, man, that call in, man. Always good to hear from old Art, man. And it's just always good. But I want to comment on, man, you know, slavery. I don't know why when it comes to slavery that blacks don't like to hold Africa accountable for the part they played. They never like to hold them accountable. They always want to put it all on the Europeans.
Right.
And they never hold it, but I hold them accountable. I said, well, the Europeans would have never had them one for Africa.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, look at the story of Joseph. He was more mad at his brothers than he was the Ishmaelites.
Yeah.
So it's the same exact thing.
And they don't exactly know what it was like for all the slaves, because slavery was different from slave master to slave master and for slave to slave. You know how JLP says you are your world? You could be in the same situation, but depending on your attitude, if you have an attitude, that's going to mess you up. Whether it's a positive attitude or negative attitude, that's fakeness. If you just deal with what is, you can be free even while being a slave. Or you can be a slave even while being quote-unquote free. Many people are spiritually slaves and miserable, worse off than the slaves of the physical slaves. But they believe in worldly things, not God.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like, even with, let's say, I'm going to go on YouTube. There's a thing on YouTube, Dearborn, Michigan, where they allow all the Muslims to come in and stuff, and all these, and how the Muslims are taking over. And thanks to the Democrats and liberals for this. And they don't realize all Islam wants to do is take over from inside out. Now, if you go ask any Muslim, can I go to your country and bring my Bible, my cross on my neck, and study Christianity? They're going to tell you no.
Yeah.
But yet, we're allowed to come over here, do whatever they want to do, and, you know, and even... They even trying to establish their policies. They really are.
Yeah. You're talking about the Muslims who are here in America.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And
Rick, I got to
Michigan,
run. I just realized that I'm coming down to the wire.
Well, can I say one quick thing real quick before you go?
Yeah, I'll let you say one quick thing because I think Anchor Baby's going to go live, not from this studio. So go ahead.
Yeah, you know, the DEI program. I don't like that, man, because people, you know, should be able to hire whoever they want to hire. I can go with an example. I'm an HVAC tech.
Uh-huh.
If I want to hire a secretary, I'm 56 years old. I would want to hire an older woman to be my secretary for my reasons. It's not that I discriminate against young people, but I prefer to hire an older woman. By me being married, and it'll reduce the temptation. You see what I'm saying?
Totally.
Or either like, I don't want to hire a disabled man in the HVAC field. You got to be able to see colors. If you colorblind, you can burn somebody else down.
Totally.
I'm not going to hire you if you're disabled.
Yeah.
You know, and you go in attics. I need you to be in shape.
That's right, man.
You know, I can't hire nobody disabled. And then time they pass out in the attic, now here they want to sue me.
Yeah. Facts, man. Total
I
facts.
just think people should be able to hire who they want to hire. And I can say this, man, if you do good work and you're good at what you do and you love people, man, everybody going to look for you, whites, blacks, Asians. That's what people's looking for, a good job for their money. Because when people pay you, that's your certificate of performance when people pay you for a good job. That's all I want to say, Jay. Thanks for taking my call, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sounds good, Rick. I appreciate you, man. Take care.
Appreciate you guys, too, man. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed.
All right. Well, guys, I went past my normal time. It is, are you proud of me? I went well past 55 because I was a 10:55 ending Nazi. I was like overly strict about it. But now, today, I thought, you know what? Let me not be so strict. Because it's not like Anchor Baby is coming in to switch out the setup here. So I can be a little bit more loosey-goosey. All right? That's why I end at 10:55 rather than 11 Pacific. Okay? So that's what's going on. That's my little gift back to you guys. Because I used to be ending right at 11. And then I'm like, you know what? I have to end 5 minutes till so that the next guy in the JLP radio network, the JLP network, can get in and do the switcheroo. But I feel like I can go do the switcheroo because Anchor Baby can start going live right now. And then I can pass him right along to you guys. Here's the handoff. Here's the handoff. Terrible. Look at that cute bird. Look at that fit bird. No, I'm not talking about a girl, a gal, a young lady, a beautiful woman. I'm talking about an actual bird. Nice. Anyway, peace in the Middle East, or at least in your hearts. Catch American, Anchor Baby. And ladies, do join the Women's Forum if you so please. And even if you don't please. All right? So, Anchor Baby, if you're listening, go ahead and go live right now. Because I'm just closing up shop and passing them on over to you. We can be competitors for a minute. But yeah, the Women's Forum, third Thursday of the month, 7 p.m. at Bond in Los Angeles. And here, let me do this. Here, let me just set this thing. Make sure this is not too loud, because it is pretty loud. And here, let's play Hake music. This will be kind of funny. Listen to Hake News. Bye, guys. Take care.
Don't take the bait. You know they are fake. Just stop and wait. You could see the hate. There's no debate. Listen to Hake News.
Bye, guys.